Is Link, the hero of legend, really the same person in the new Zelda Breath of the Wild? Across his many iterations, Link has saved the land of Hyrule time and time again. However, in Breath of the Wild, is he really the same hero?
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a game surrounded in mystery, and ever since it was first shown to the public, people have been trying to find answers about this new title. Many fans have been trying to figure out who the old man is, what happened to Hyrule, and who the mysterious voice really is. However, there is one character that we also know very little about: Link.
He may appear as this game's protagonist, but what if we told you that he was not the chosen hero everyone thought he was? Breath of the Wild begins with Link waking up in this location dubbed the Shrine of Resurrection. From this, we can make a few inferences. If the Shrine of Resurrection lives up to its name, then the chamber would resurrect or bring people back from the dead. In other words, perhaps something bad happened to Link, something that would necessitate a resurrection. Could it be that Link at one point died, or at the very least, defeated? If this is the case, someone may have placed Link's body inside of the chamber prior to the events of the game.
Additionally, Nintendo has not yet officially confirmed where Breath of the Wild takes place in the Zelda timeline. However, we can make a few good inferences. We actually do know of one specific point where Link was defeated or perhaps killed, resulting in Hyrule's decline, the Downfall timeline, when Link was actually defeated by Ganondorf after the events of Ocarina of Time. Even Nintendo themselves hinted a callback to the Temple of Time found in Ocarina of Time. Additionally, the surrounding ruins do appear similar to the old castle town found in the game. Could it be that Breath of the Wild takes place in this timeline after Ocarina of Time? In other words, if Ganon was victorious at the end of Ocarina of Time, it would result in what is seen in Breath of the Wild. We could be seeing the remnants of a great war, where the rest of the citizens of Hyrule gathered their forces to fight back. Ultimately, this would result in a defeated Link placed in a shrine for restoration.
Additionally, the appearance of the Koroks can support this notion. While the Koroks originally appear in Wind Waker on the adult timeline, they do make an appearance in A Link Between Worlds. While they are not integral to the story and appear in only a painting, it, at the very least, displays their appearance in the Downfall timeline.
Everything about this theory seems plausible so far, except it doesn't prove that the Link in Breath of the Wild is not the real Link. Well, until you look at other details, that is. To start, I think we should look at two staples in almost every Zelda game: the Master Sword and the Hero's Tunic. Now, in most Zelda games, these two items are usually earned in a particular order. The Green Tunic is earned towards the beginning of most Zelda games, if not the default clothing set. And the Master Sword is usually obtained as you progress further into the game.
With the Master Sword being seen in a forest-like setting with rust on it, it would seem that it would be an item that you would eventually be able to earn later in the game. The Green Tunic, however, which usually appears towards the beginning of Zelda games, is suspiciously absent. At first, this doesn't seem like a big deal, until you consider what the tunic is often shown to represent. In most Zelda games so far, the Green Tunic is a sign of being a chosen hero.
So where is it now? Why wouldn't the Link in Breath of the Wild have this tunic inside of the chamber he awoken from? There is a chest holding clothes and such inside of the cave with him, so why wasn't the hero's tunic stored there as well? Is something strange going on? Well, we will get to that. In the game, Link ventures off to various shrines scattered throughout the land. At the end of each shrine that has been seen so far, there are these Sheikah monks. These monks are meant to help aid Link on his quest, but notice how these monks never address Link as the chosen hero. Instead, they simply state that they are dedicated to helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. Using this logic, these monks would be willing to help anyone who is willing to defeat Ganon.
Even so, while this doesn't really indicate whether or not Link is a destined hero, it does open up the idea that he may just be a person who found himself in extraordinary circumstances. However, an interesting phenomena occurs, which deals with the Guardians. These technological marvels were made by the Sheikah clan, most likely using the same technology found in the various shrines and in the Sheikah slate.
These guardians presumably guarded the Kingdom of Hyrule. When taking a look at the ruins surrounding the Temple of Time, all structures seem to be withered away, save for the Temple of Time itself. Now, why has the building stood intact while all other buildings withered away? It is possible that these surrounding guardians protected the temple. So if guardians were meant to protect the Kingdom of Hyrule, why are they attacking Link? Notice that these guardians attack Link specifically, ignoring all other life forms, but why?
The answer lays in the Sheikah Slate. Similarly, how the slate is used to gain access to Sheikah shrines, these guardians activate whenever the slate comes near them. But that begs the question, why? As stated previously, the Sheikah wishes to train those to eventually defeat Calamity Ganon.
Looking back, it looks like the Sheikah themselves actually want to artificially create a hero, and not wait for one. So what exactly did the Sheikah do?
And this all leads to one last detail. If Breath of the Wild takes place in the Downfall timeline right after Ocarina of Time, that would mean that the Link that died is the same Link found in Ocarina of Time. However, there is one inconsistency: his hand. Traditionally, the different incarnations of Link have always been left-handed, with the exception of Skyward Sword due to the new control scheme. As of right now, there is no such control scheme in Breath of the Wild that would require a right-handed Link.
According to an interview with Eiji Aonuma, the reason why Link is right-handed is because you initiate attacks with your right hand on the gamepad. While this is an unusual explanation, what if Link was right-handed in Breath of the Wild for storytelling reason? If he was indeed the Hero of Time who was resurrected after failing to defeat Ganon, then why would he be right-handed in Breath of the Wild? He wouldn't be, unless something strange happened.
Breath of the Wild has yet to be released, and until it is, there is no way we can know what the story is exactly. But it is possible that in the Downfall timeline during Ocarina of Time, the Hero of Time, a left-handed Link, is defeated, Princess Zelda captured, and Ganon victorious. With no one left to turn to, the Sheikah clan, presumably led by Impa, recovered the body of their fallen hero. Seeing the threat posed by Ganon, the Sheikah invested their hopes on a new hero, and since the Hero of Time is dead, the Sheikah resurrected a new Link in the image of the previous one. Only this time, this Link is a copy, a right-handed Link, perhaps even a clone, which would explain why this Link is not able to remember past events, since he technically was not the original Link.
Additionally, we all know that Nintendo loves to foreshadow events. When you first meet the old man, he states a curious message.
Since the decline of the kingdom, it now sits abandoned in a state of decay, yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self.
Now, this statement can mean a lot of things. To the statement of the Kingdom of Hyrule, the Temple of Time, or maybe even Link himself. On a last note, a certain phrase can be translated from the Resurrection Chamber. The phrase is Nit Kar. We are not exactly sure what this means. It is difficult to translate the rest of the letters due to the camera placement, but we thought we might add it here nonetheless.
Is Link a copy of another hero? Or has he been just sleeping for 100 years for some reason? Comment below, we would love to hear it. Hope you enjoyed the theory, everyone. Special thanks goes to Nullatrum for joining me in this video. Check out our other collaboration if you have the time. Until then, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Till then, have a great rest of the day.